Nepal, Nepal. Yeah. Want to travel around the world? Walk with lions and bungee jump off cliffs? Visit 100 countries and 8 wonders of the world. Experience culture and travel on a budget? Well, tune on into Mr. 100 Countries Visited. Hey, what's the word? What's the deal, everybody? Lucci Luch back at it here to talk to y'all about some countries. So yeah, y'all, man, at this point, I was at my 5th wonder of the world. So man, I only had Petra and Chichen Itza to go. I was so excited, and that's right, I was in India. India is one of the hottest places I've ever been, and this outfit, people ended up really liking this too. I really like this outfit too, but what I was going to wear was more grand. But the heat really, man, just stopped all of that. And then, not to mention, India was just super chaotic. The traffic is just none like no other that I've experienced around the world. All the horn honking, and man, people just getting so close where you can literally just reach into their tuk-tuks or vehicles, and man, traffic just be at a whole standstill, but they still beeping and tooting. But anywho, man, it was time for another day, another country, and man, y'all gotta go and watch the India video. So at this point, I was leaving New Delhi, India, and I was headed to a country directly northeast of it, home to the Himalayas player. And this player was headed to the Himalayas. But anywho, this guy here, he was super duper tripping this morning, man. He took me through what it would be a special line, and he had my documents verified. That took about an additional 20 minutes. They put my luggage through the conveyor about 2 or 3 times, and then also searched every article of my clothing. It was just unbelievable. They were not doing this to anybody else, so I was just like, you know what, ignorance, it will always be ignorance. Mind you, he was just a representative sitting at behind the counter, so he was on one. And then I experienced some turbulence at the airport. Oh my gosh. I'm safely about to get on my flight, and I'm on my way to... Yeah, and turbulence wasn't the only thing that I had to worry about on this flight. Just let me tell y'all something. This flight, it was a little stench on here, and it was not pleasant the entire time. I was just like, damn, it's kind of funky. So, you know, I ain't need no coffee this morning, because this flight woke me right the hell up with the smells on it. But anywho, y'all, straight up, this was me getting into Nepal, and man, I was ready. I was not ready for all these folks getting up though. Like as soon as the wheels hit the ground, everybody unbuckled their seats. I'd never seen nothing like that. I swear it's the most foolish shit ever when people get up and you're all the way in the back of the plane and the plane is deplaning. Why are you standing? Why? Now, it should be common sense. If your ass is in 36F on a plane and 1A ain't got off the plane, you should be sitting down. But everybody got up, taking their luggage off. This was a super chaotic morning, and the immigration process did not make it any better. My gosh, look at it. So I have landed in Nepal, and immigration is absolutely insane here. Lines are out the ass, it's all discombobulated, don't know where to go, don't know what to do. Oh my God. Man, what y'all know about the Nepali bands? So yeah, I had to take a little bit of cash out to, handle some business at immigration. And man, again, this process was just very long. It took me about a good 2.5 hours to get up out of the airport, which is not reasonable to me. So I took this photo. This is one of the first photos I took when landing in Nepal, because again, I was very excited to be here. However, when going down the escalator, escalator and going to another area of to get up out of there, this guy was bothering me. Recording right now because somebody keeps on bumping up against me. He's a threat. I feel that he is a threat. And yeah, I'm just making a note of it. So yeah, the gist of that, man, I come down the escalator, the line, there's no structure to it. I don't want to record too much. I just wanted to at least get his image on my phone. So that way, if I did have to complain to security or my embassy, they had an image of him. But that guy, he was mad that I was in front of him and his family, and the line is kind of moving congruently, just basically picture like a crowd just gravitating towards the baggage claim area. There's no line, again, no structure, nothing. But out of everybody, he decides to aggressively grab my left shoulder. I'm like, hold on, who the hell? Don't ever put your hands on me. Like, that is a big no. So I had to check him about that, and he was literally telling me to get to the back. You think I did? Nope. I don't really like Nepal's airport process. It's very unclear with a lot of stuff. It takes their baggage all day to come out of the conveyor. It took about an hour and a half. Yeah. And man, Nepal's airport had a brother flustered this morning. But I know y'all ain't sitting up here trying to hear me complain about the immigration process all day. Let's talk about Nepal, y'all. So Nepal is home to Mount Everest and the world's only non-rectangular flag. It is also the birthplace of Lord Buddha, has a diverse culture with over 120 languages, and is home to the living goddess Kamari. The country was never colonized and has a rich history that includes a period as a monarchy before becoming a republic in 2008. And I'm in a place that I've always wanted to come to. Cannot believe that I'm breathing Nepalian air. And man, it's just crazy. Just crazy. Man, Lucci was so excited to be in Nepal. I can't emphasize that enough. So, man, especially knowing that it's home to Mount Everest, which again is the highest peak in the entire world. Nepalis call it the Sagarmatha, meaning the goddess of the sky. Nepal has the greatest altitude change of any location on Earth, with areas ranging from sea level to the highest peaks. It is also home to the world's deepest gorge, Andaha Gauchi. Nepal is a habitat for endangered animals like the one-horned rhinoceros, royal Bengal tiger, and snow leopard. What else do we have? The country is officially a secular state, but Hinduism is the dominant religion, with about 81% of the population being Hindu. As far as the language and ethnicity, Nepal has over 120 languages spoken by its more than 80 ethnic groups. Man. Another major cool thing about Nepal is, man, Nepalis use their own calendar system, which is currently in the year of 2071. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Yet amazing? Man. So at this point, I checked into my hotel. To be honest, I ain't really like my hotel like that, but a brother wasn't going to be in Kathmandu that long. So, hey, I ain't gonna be in my room that long. That's what I'm saying. So one of the main missions that I wanted to do in Nepal, because I was looking so rough, I wanted to get a nice glow up, a nice freshen up. And there was a barbershop right around the corner from my hotel, and I think they did a damn good job. Had me looking fine. Was on my Odell Beckham shit. So man, once I got done with that, it was time to hit the streets. All right, just got cut up. About to hit up some of the monuments. Happy, yeah.
You have to visit Pokhara also.
So, man, once I got done getting cut up, man, it was time for me to go and do some sightseeing because I had a lot of things that I wanted to see in Kathmandu. And one of the first spots that I hit up was Durbar Square. Durbar Square is where the city's kings were once crowned and legitimized, and from where they ruled. So Durbar means palace, and as such, the square remains the traditional heart of the old town and Kathmandu's most spectacular legacy of traditional architecture. That's right, because I'll tell you something. I done been around the globe and I ain't never seen no city built like this. It's just absolutely cool. What's also cool is just being in foreign places and people just, coming up to you and wanting to take photos with you because, they've never seen you and, you never seen them. It's so important for cultures to align and connect because that's what keeps the world in a circle. So yeah, y'all, this was me just taking it all in, and I was just very fascinated by Kathmandu. Continue to watch. Nepal. Yeah. So yeah, y'all, I must have spent about 2 hours or so at Durbar Square, and then I wanted to head to a few markets because a friend of mine wanted some spices and some coffee and I was like, let me try to make that happen. Let me tell y'all something. The shop that I went into, it was like some cabinets. I opened up one of the cabinets and luckily I didn't stick my hand too deep in there. This damn man had roaches. Oh my gosh. One came running out. I said, oh hell to the no. But I hurried up and left up out of there. I'm like, this ain't gonna work out. So I immediately grabbed some alcohol because I rather wanted to try the Himalayan whiskey to see what that was like, which it was really good, y'all. It had its own sweetness, yet a tang, and I enjoyed it. However, I wanted to see another site as well. And that site was the Pashupatinath Temple. Pashupatinath Temple is a reverent Hindu temple dedicated to Pashupati, a manifestation of Shiva, located on the banks of the sacred Bagmati River in Kathmandu, Nepal. The temple is one of the oldest and most significant religious complexes in South Asia. Pashupatinath Temple is also known for its cremation ceremonies. It occurs publicly on platforms along the banks of the sacred Bagmati River where funeral pyres are built. The process involves a family member, often the chief mourner, performing a ritual that includes washing the feet of the deceased with river water before they are covered with a shroud. And after the body is placed on the pyre and lit, the cremation can take several hours. So, viewing of the cremations, they are visible to the public, and many onlookers come to witness the ceremonies. Man, so I got spiritually blessed with having a tika placed on my forehead, and it's a religious symbol with several meanings, including protection, spiritual connection, and just, a blessing. And, sometimes it can represent having like a third eye, symbolizing enlightenment and wisdom, or be applied as a part of a ritual. So, man, I was just very honored, and I just felt so welcome with Kathmandu culture at this point in time, because man, like, not sometimes, like, you go to different countries and they just like, this is our religion, you're not a part of it. But I didn't feel that way in Nepal, and that's so important to make people feel welcome. So man, continuing, I wanted to get some food. The brother was hungry. It was time to eat, because I had been out all day trekking, and I found this pizza spot. The pizza was fire, y'all. It was some of the best cheese pizza I ever had. And another thing that I wanted to check out was the only gay establishment in all of Nepal. Yes, the entire country. And I love to support my community, so that's exactly what I did. And it was just cool, just getting a little sippy drink, and people watching, and again taking in the architecture of Kathmandu. It's just simply like no other that I've ever experienced around the world. So crazy thing about this spot was, man, as I was sitting and having a nice little cocktail, people watching, I must have looked out the window, and then I saw at the corner of my eye something run across the floor. And y'all know one thing. Lucci does not do insects. Lucci can't stand no damn bugs. And Lucci can't stand no damn dogs. And Lucci can't stand no damn rodents. It was a big ass rat in here, y'all. I was like, oh, hell to the no. I took my picture with him. I'm like, brother, I got to go. And that's what I did. Peace. So on to the next one. It was other rooftop bars and spots in the area, and man, I just wanted to be outside, and that's exactly what I did. So y'all continue to watch. Man, them damn dogs was fine as long as they did not come anywhere near me. So that being said, I continued walking around Kathmandu because I was very fascinated by this city and the architecture of it. So I wanted to, commemorate my moment and the timing of it. I found that it allegedly had one of the world's best club, or were voted the best club in the world. So I had to see what that was about. And man, let me tell you something. I think they was lying. There wasn't nobody up in here. The ambiance was a little cute, but I don't know, y'all. It was like 11 o'clock and it just wasn't shaking yet, and it did not seem like it was gonna shake. And plus, the drinks were overpriced, and yeah, there were no effects to them. I was like, it gotta be better here. So it's time for Lucci to hit it, and that's exactly what I did. This club sucked ass. Yeah, Nepal's club scene was quite interesting, and I don't know, it was just a little bit all over the place. But did I enjoy myself overall? Absolutely. I ended up ending my night with finding this hip hop and R&B lounge, and they had some very exotic drinks, and man, I enjoyed it for sure. To the point where the following morning I had an early flight, and it was to get to the highest point in the world, That's right, I done talked about it all throughout this video. A brother was supposed to go to Mount Everest, and I was supposed to view it by plane. But of course, my dumb ass got lit, and I woke up, I went back to my hotel room, and I said, you know what, I'm going to get me some rest. I'm just going to get about like 3 hours of sleep at this point. Flight took off at about like 7 something. I said I should be all right with that. Man, my alarm did not go off at all. So yeah, that's like my biggest travel regret to this day. So continuing, I had to make it do what it do, and the following day, while I did not get to see Mount Everest, I did travel to another country in the Middle East for the first time, which was Qatar. And Qatar is home to some of my favorite photos that I ever took while traveling. So go and watch the Qatar video. Peace out.